from the crossroads of America. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. His first throw is an interception. Picked up by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Willis looking to throw. Catch is made in close. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Reaches the 40. And they've got an inside field goal range already to begin the drive. He's out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, by the time he shifted into a different gear and began that foot race up the left sideline, you could tell this return was already getting out of hand. And what a gift for this offense. He now gets to take over with a lot of the work in the field position already done.
First down throw for May. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air. It's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running out of the gun with Moss. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. To throw, here's Willis. It's caught, Warren. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Willis. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And now they face 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Willis to the air. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. That's incomplete left side.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
May now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Colts will take over. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And that's good for a gain of 5. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 42. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Willis to throw it. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running on second with Moss. Down to the 10. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts hold a 16-point lead in the first. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. May on 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 17-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They have it on 2nd and short. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Gibson. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. Working quickly here. Gibson can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Patriots start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now we'll see them try the point after. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. Another big rip for him. Past the 25. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
1st down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Moss. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. He's got it on the bootleg. He rolls to his right. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts making a 16-point ball game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Escapes the pocket. Brought in right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Patriots driving. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. May looking to throw. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 14. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a short gain. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Moss gets it going right. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Throw complete to Warren. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing is Willis. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. At the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Yeah, the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Back to the air following the pick 6. It is Cup left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 now. Chased out to his right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Willis. This one to Williams out left side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw, here's Willis. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. It's caught. Warren. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Willis. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. That finds Gibson, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
May now from the gun. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down throw for May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To the air yet again, May. Dumped off to his running back. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's the pistol snap to May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They just get the play off. The throw is caught. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's May. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. And that's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Gibson. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hits him on the in route. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Operating from the gun, here's May. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Colts are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Willis now. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts put up even more points in a win. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Fell on the catch. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 4. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. So we've got 3rd down. So upon review, Mike McDonald was correct. A good challenge there. May on 1st and 10. Headed out right. Fits it through the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing is May. And he has the New England touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They put downs in motion right. The drive starts with a run by Moss. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Tight end going in motion here. 2nd down, another run by Moss. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They send a receiver in motion right. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Across midfield to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Gibson. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. May. He's going to push one deep down the big game downfield. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots making the scoreboard look a touch better. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Hill now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A handoff right for Moss. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Moss with another carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Third down, here's Moss. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. Into the red zone. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts put up even more points in a win. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Gibson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Now he takes it. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Patriots just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
He has the first over the middle. Gets it to the 15. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. T. Higgins the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock. And independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Moss gets it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Right back to Moss now. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Willis to the air. Taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts continue adding on to that lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Gibson. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
On 1st down, it's Moss. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Trying to set this up quick.
36-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.